Welcome to this guided meditation. Most approaches to meditation move our attention toward a particular focus of the body or of the mind. Some of them will attempt to narrow this focus to a particular object, be it physical or mental, and remain there. The most common point of focus being the breath. And the purpose of them is to create so much space around this object that the background of the object of attention becomes so apparent and obvious that we may become aware of it. And so, what is this background? We're going to find out here. As opposed to traditional methods of meditation that guide this attention into a particular object, in the direct path approach, we're interested in going beyond the mind, going beyond experience to that same background. And this is what is usually guided by the process of self-inquiry, which means asking the question, who am I? And attempt to answer this question. So, in this meditation, we're going to approach self-inquiry and explore our direct experience to direct our attention to its source, to where it comes from. At this point, I want you to relax your body, close your eyes, and simply allow your breathing to be as it is. Don't try to control it. We're not trying to control any variable here. Just relax. Let the experience of the body and the mind be as it is. Don't try to add anything to it or ignore or avoid anything that comes through. This will release attention and allow it to move as it wants. You will see that attention is moving from one point to another, from a physical sensation to a thought, to the emotion that may arise from a particular thought or image. You may recognize a narrative, a story that plays and informs you of yourself, often inviting us to bring our attention to that and identify with it. For now, simply allow attention to move as it wants. Now, to bring attention to its source, I want you to, as if it was the first time in your life, to ask the question, who am I? What do I mean when I say I? Usually, when we pose any question, where is my hand? There is a place in which attention can go to. If we say, where do I live? there is a place also of where you live. If we say, what gender am I? We would direct our attention to an abstract concept of male or female. Any question will have an answer in form, whatever that may be, something physical or mental. But what comes up when we say I? What does I refer to? An answer may come up as name, title, age, background story, or anything else that defines us. Notice that this is simply a coloring of our sense of being. It is a quality of our experience, but not really what defines I. When we say I, we don't refer to a name or a gender or a story for that matter. For the first time, our attention has no place to go. And when it does, it is revealed that that which comes up as an answer is not truly the answer we're looking for. It doesn't describe the sense of being, or I. I refers to being. I am. What is it that is? What is this I that is? Notice that this is an unequivocal aspect of your experience, of your being. For the first time, we're learning, we're becoming aware that there is something that is a non-experience, and yet it is what underlies all experience. And it's called I, myself. And the only thing we can know of it, other than being who we are, is that it's empty, meaning it doesn't have any form. It is no thing. If at this point your mind is trying to conceptualize this, maybe make some reference to some sacred text, some old teaching, or any metaphysical model, know that it's okay. It's normal for the mind to do this. However, it's nothing more than more form, more concepts. God, infinity, the void, and many other names that we have used for the experience of I are simply abstract thoughts. They do not describe the raw feeling of being. Simply allow your curiosity toward this question of who am I? That brings us to the experience of being and finds nothing, and at the same time, that which underlies everything. If your attention is driven toward another object, be that a physical sensation or a mental projection, gently return it to the investigation of this I. Even though our being has no particular quality, one thing we can realize, and it is that it is aware. What I refers to is aware. I is awareness itself. This understanding brings forth a new knowledge about what I refers to. I refers to awareness. We have brought attention to its source. And we found that it is awareness. The awareness with which all experience is known. How does it feel? Stay there, within yourself. Lose your interest in phenomena, in thoughts, in sensations. If attention goes back to it, simply return it with curiosity on the self of I. This selfhood that we have always been, always identified with. Begin to notice now that all thoughts and all sensations are known by this awareness. That is the quality of awareness, to be aware of things. That is attention. Attention moves to phenomena, to form, to vibrations. And notice that this place where everything appears is awareness itself. And the place where everything disappears into is also awareness. We have discovered that awareness is a field in which everything appears and dissolves. The last step that we need to take in our investigation is to see that everything that appears in this field of awareness, in which only awareness is aware or knows that which appears is inevitably made out of awareness. It is the very substance of awareness that is known. There's never an object that stands out or comes out from awareness into somewhere else. And so, awareness is the field in which everything appears and disappears. This same field is the awareness of the thing, and that thing is made out of itself, of awareness itself. And that's what you call I. One single reality. One being. Over and over again, when attention goes back into thought, into feelings, simply return attention to its source. Notice that the return of attention to its source, it's not an effort. It's actually a relaxation. It's a defocusing of attention. The only thing that attends to anything is awareness itself. When that attention goes to its source, it dissolves and attends nothing or attends itself. The resulting feeling is simply being. And from the point of view of the mind, it is perceived as peace, stillness, quiet, content being. That's what you are. In a minute, the bell will ring, signaling the end of this meditation. Feel free to pause and remain in your being.